Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the super attack farming guide for the Tanabata. Now I assume there's not going to be a part 2. There generally is not for Tanabata. We do have some more events coming out on Thursday, a Bardock event that's coming back out which will give some additional rewards, but generally speaking we have plenty of ways to farm Bardock because we already have a stored version of Bardock that we can use, and we also obviously have the free-to-play Team Bardock. So we're going to focus instead on the current live events. Now in terms of Elder Kai farming, there's not a lot. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of currencies or things that players can look into doing to try and gain some additional Kais. So really we need to focus on the units. Now fortunately, we still have a couple days up on the Videl and Raditz events. These are great because they allow us to have some farmable super attacks for the AGL Videl who just came out. And also, obviously, we can farm for Raditz, physical or tech. Not the greatest units in the world, but you never know. Never know. We then have the same trio event. There's nothing really farmable here. But there is one extremely exceptional event that is currently up in the game, and that is the the Super Saiyan Broly movie event. And this has 5 farmable units, but the transformations included that also make it really, really good. You see, because obviously there's great need for Gokus, Vegetas, Final Form Freezes. There are tons of summonable Gokus that you can raise with that. There's tons of summonable Vegetas that you can raise with that. There's tons of summonable Final Form Freezes. But there's usage outside of that because they all transform into Blue Super Saiyan. So for example, you can farm the super attack for the LR Super Saiyan God SS Goku, which is great because you can obviously use the Super Saiyan Blue Goku from that event for the base form. Same with Vegetas. You can use the base form Vegeta for units like Giant Ape Vegeta, which is awesome, or you can use the transform state of Vegeta for units like the Int SSB Vegeta, which is equally as awesome. With Frieza, for example, you can farm the Golden variant for units like Golden Frieza and Gogeta, or for units like the AGL Golden Frieza, or you can just farm Frieza Final Form. Use him for Strength Frieza Final Form, for example. There's so many different units that you can use that really makes it really amazing to see how exactly, just how many characters there are. This event was famous, by the way, absolutely famous back in the day for being able to raise the super attack for something like over 50 units. And that's only growing year by year. I mean, you look at units like, for example, Super Saiyan God Goku, the Int one. He starts out in base Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Tech Goku LR, he starts out in base Goku. So there's so many different super attacks you can raise with this event. There's so many units, I couldn't even put all of them on the side. But there's just a ridiculous sum of units. Broly's, we have Super Saiyan Broly as a variant, and we have Broly as in standard name Broly. You can use all of these very easily with this team. You look at the amount of sheer units. Honestly, if you're a new player starting from scratch, you can probably farm around about 60, 70 TURs with this. There's probably about 10 blue Gokus, 10 base Gokus, not including LRs that start as Goku or blue Goku. Same with Vegeta, that's already 40 units minimum. Frieza, probably honestly about 5 Final Form Freezes. There's probably about 3 Golden Freezes you can do with this one. There's 4 actually right off the top of my head. Broly, there's 2 Broly units definitely for sure. There's at least 3 Super Saiyan Brolys that you can do. I mean, it's really ridiculous. So that event covers a ton of units. Definitely farm that event. I spoke about it so much because it's a highlight. So yeah,